Many moons had passed since the great lion Kanu was locked away in the stone cave. The eastern plains grew quieter, but this silence was not the sound of peace. The Central Council, the powerful elders who ruled the lands, believed that with Kanu gone, the animals of the east would simply bow their heads. They thought the spirit of defiance would fade, and the plains would forget their own strength. But they were wrong. Something entirely unexpected was beginning to stir. It started with a young gazelle named Imago. He had always been a shy, quiet creature, often hiding in the tall grass. But Kanu's courage had ignited a spark within him, a spark that refused to be extinguished. Every evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, the animals would gather in a silent, sorrowful circle. It was then that Imago began to speak. His voice was soft at first, a mere whisper against the wind. "Kanu taught us," he'd say, "that dignity is not something given to you. It is something you must claim for yourself. We cannot let fear win. We must not be afraid to stand together." At first, only a few listened, but day by day, his small audience grew. More and more animals joined the evening gathering, their hearts lifted by his words. The spirit of unity began to ripple across the land. The monkeys, once only playful tricksters, started climbing the highest trees to drop ripe fruits down to families who were hungry. The slow, steady tortoises, who knew every hidden path, began carrying messages of hope from one corner of the plains to the other. Even the birds found a way to join in. Every dawn, they would form a massive, swirling circle in the sky, a breathtaking symbol of their unbroken unity. The council had tried to weaken the East by removing its leader, but in doing so, they had accidentally made it stronger than ever before. Deep inside his cold, stone prison, Kanu felt the change. He couldn't see it, but he could feel it in the very air he breathed. One night, a faint, rhythmic rumble vibrated through the cave walls. He first thought it was distant thunder, a storm rolling in. But then, the sound became clearer, more distinct. Stomp, stomp, stomp. It was the sound of thousands of paws, thousands of powerful hooves, thousands of beating wings. The animals of the eastern plains had begun a peaceful march, a silent but powerful procession toward the stone hills where the council resided. The little bird, Kanu's faithful visitor, chirped with breathless excitement. "Your plains are not silent anymore," she sang. "They are walking together now. For you, for everyone." Kanu's amber eyes glowed with a fierce, burning pride. When the massive procession of animals finally reached the foothills below the Central Council's meeting place, the air grew thick with tension. The council elders, shocked and angered by this display, shouted down from their high ledges. "Go back," one of them boomed. "You are causing disruption. You are breaking the peace." But Imago, the once timid gazelle, stepped forward. His legs were shaking, but his voice was steady and clear. "We cause no harm," he announced, his voice carrying across the crowd. "We ask only for what is fair. We ask for respect. We ask for dignity. We speak the same truths that Lion Kanu spoke." A wave of murmurs swept through the council. They had prepared for fear, for chaos, for a scattered and broken people. They had not prepared for this calm, resolute unity. Deep inside his dark cave, Kanu felt a warmth spread through his chest, a feeling more powerful than the sun's rays. He could not roar, but his heart roared for him. It was a roar of pride, of hope, of profound realization. For the first time, he understood the greatest lesson of all. A true leader does not create followers who depend on him. A true leader creates more leaders. His people were no longer waiting helplessly for a hero to save them. They were standing on their own. They were walking forward. They were speaking with their own voice. And even though the council had not yet opened the heavy stone door to his cave, the animals of the Eastern Plains had already opened a brand new chapter in their history, a chapter written not with ink, but with courage, unity, and an unbroken sense of pride. In the quiet of his cell, Kanu whispered to the darkness, a smile touching his lips. "My roar," he said, "lives in them now.